Hey everybody, welcome back to Dungeon Defenders, and we just cleared Infested Runes Nightmare, and now we are moving on to the Survival, which gives the best armor in the game, like straight up. There's just a bunch of maps that all give the best armor in the game, but this is the easiest one to reach in my opinion, and we did it, and now we can get into Supreme and Ultimate Armor, which is going to be amazing, and if we sat here long enough, we could get the legendary Ultimate Plus. I doubt we'll get that on this playthrough, but it can drop here. This is one of the best armor farms in the game. They're all just tied. This one's just a little slower than some of the others, so there are faster ones. But I love Infested Runes. Alright, so we cleared Infested Runes. I will show stats quick, always, because I love to at the start of my videos. Before we started armor farming, we're at 4878. I'm sure this will jump to close to 6,000 when we're done. And then on our app towers, we have almost 9,000 across the board on these three stats. You want your damage and attack rate to be about the same, with lower range is the goal. But these are the three important stats on your app towers. Our buff beam is sitting at 3,300 tower or beam damage, which is very good. Our hermit has some pretty good stats across the board. Our summoner we will be using here. He's still in mythical, unfortunately. I would love to upgrade him, but he's sitting at 2,800 minion health, which is very good. And we have a Guardian Summoner, which is very good. We do need to put him in DPS armor, so if we start failing here, we're going to put him in some DPS armor. And we do need a second Guardian Summoner is the goal. We want 2 Guardian Summoners, but we only have 1 at the moment, so we'll probably level 1 as we're going. It doesn't take much stats. They just need to hit 78 to put Mythical on, or Transcendence on. Yeah, here we go. Enough talking. Let's go to Survival. Make sure you're starting on Wave 1, Hardcore Survival Mode. Nightmare Infested. The final armor farm of the game. We made it, guys. We made it. Okay, so we're starting on Wave 10. You're going to get a little bit more mana than you did on campaign. Actually, quite a bit more mana. Holy crap. And we're going to start by placing... It's the same exact build, essentially, but with summons. So we're going to place Snare and Strength Drain there. And over here, grab all these chests, and this one we're going to place a little lower like this instead, and we're going to place all 3 auras on that one. We're almost full on mana, so I'm actually just going to switch characters to save on mana. We don't need to place the golems for the boss this time, so we got a few extra lightning towers, and we only need lightning towers for survival. I guess we'll place 2 strikers because it's always safer, but you really don't need them. This buff beam doesn't quite reach this crystal or this aura, so we will buff beam it. And then over here, we're going to place a buff beam as well. 4. And then on this one, we need another buff beam. We'll place it here because it's a little easier to upgrade that way. Alright. And now we're going to do our Hermit's Towers, which we just need his Spore Golem on the stack over here. So we're going to place a Spore and a Golem. And there is some micromanaging you're going to have to do on your auras till you get enough range. That's okay. Now it's just our app towers left. So we're going to fake a lightning. And we're going to place a striker facing each crystal. So a striker that way, then a striker that way, and the rest is just lightnings. We just got to grab our last few chests here. We can almost do the full build. I think we can. I think this last chest is going to give us enough just to do the full build. Let's see. Yep, there we go. There's a full build. We have 5 extra units. That's actually quite a bit. I'm not sure where we want to sink that in, but we'll just keep this for now. This should be okay. Oh, reflex would be really good, actually. Yeah, I think we're going to play some reflex, because that'll save our summoners. Alright, so as we did on the campaign, we're going to put our booster on main screen. Survival's only hard on the first few waves just to get through them. And we're going to place our upgrader on second screen. We're going to have our upgrader sit down on the bottom. Don't put her on the towers, because it's harder to give her mana. We're going to have her shoot that way. Let's give her mana. Turn on that upgrade aura. And let's start up the wave. First thing we want to do is upgrade these buff beams to max. That's what we're doing. Alright. There we go. First upgrade being... Oh, yeah. Oh, she already did it herself. Alright, so we're going to come up here and do this one. Looks like we're at the end of the wave, so we can't really do much more. Maybe we could shoot across the map and make some mana quick. Come on, just one more. Okay, there's enough mana to finish this beam. And we just have the starting beam left. Got quite a bit of upgrades off of that. Good job. That's a good way to shoot right there. I wish we had a better weapon, but we don't yet for our upgrade aura. We need a DPS character for that. Which we're just not quite there yet. We're getting close. Turn our upgrade aura on. Start the wave. Finish our last buff beam. Alright, there we go. Oh, we do have to place our summons still, but we'll get to that. Alright, so now we just want to upgrade our stack. So I'm just going to drop mana to my upgrader, because we don't need a tower boost yet. There. We should be bringing in a summoner to level him right now, actually. That would be smart. I think we'll start getting the good armor around wave 20, so we do got quite a while that we just have to survive through. Alright. That's another wave done. And we need to place some minions, so we're going to full screen our booster here. This aura already over here is already halfway because it's sitting on a spawn door, which kind of sucks. You're going to have to micromanage them later. It's unfortunate, but that's the bad part about Infested is the micromanaging of the auras. That's what personally I don't like about it. I still do farm this map. But the auras like to sit on spawn doors, which makes them drain a lot faster. Alright. So we're going to place an archer wall across like that, with a mage behind it, and we're going to give it a spider just to complement it, like that. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to place an archer wall down on the bottom of this one. Oh yeah, we always said we wanted to place a reflex too, which will actually be very good later, because you're going to see a lot of snot balls coming. That's probably good. It is very unlikely for an ogre to go around that because he's going to go towards the towers. Place that there. And we got a spider to complement it. Our last one's kind of hard. Do we place it here? We'll try it. I'm not sure. I haven't done this wall yet. So I think we'll place them here. Place a mage behind. And we'll place a spider right there. Okay. And now we just need our reflex. I expect that wall I just placed to break. The other two should be pretty okay. Alright, so we got a reflex. We're going to place one there. We're going to place one here. And then I guess we'll place one there like that. That should guard pretty much everything. We'll place a second one here just because we have the units, and a second one here. There we go. We're fully entrapped in reflex there. Now our main screen, we're going to want to go back to our booster. There we go. And we're going to start up the wave. Make sure our upgrade aura is going. Yep, it is. Perfect. And we're just going to drop our mana. Oh, I should have brought my summoner in. I forgot. Dang it. We have to level another summoner. Is she upgrading that aura on the left? She is. That's crazy. So the aura on the top left is actually large enough that the upgrade adept is hitting it. Alright. Which means our stack's probably done. Or pretty close. Oh, yep. That means the stack's done. We're done upgrading. These auras over here would be nice to upgrade, but we could manually do these too. See an ogre stuck on that wall already over there. Luckily the striker's hitting them. So now we're going to kill our upgrader. And we just need to get to wave 20. I don't think we're going to see really Transcendence or anything up till then. So we're going to put our current Guardian summoner we have on screen 1. You know, we could just try double summoning here now. Let's just see how far it goes. Then we're going to create a new hero. So when you're playing summoner, no weapons can drop, so only armor drops, which is very important. And I think at this stage we can just double summoner for now. And only armor is going to drop. We can't put guardians on the second summoner yet, but soon. Alright, let's see how this wave goes, and then we might just cut and get to a later wave for you guys. Once these guys get to 78, I'm going to try to put them in some DPS Transcendence that's only leveled into health, so they can survive snot balls and stuff throughout the waves. You can see that wall up there is getting hit on my left screen. That's that last wall I placed. Doesn't look like that mage is healing it? What is he doing? What are you doing over there, mage? You too far back? Huh. Can I use this summoner to move it by chance? Ah. So far, this is looking like a joke. I mean, we're not having any issues yet. Let's go to Overlord and try to move that mage closer. There we go. It doesn't look like it was healing him. These ones might be too far back too then. Okay. Well, that's good. Alright, what level did we get from that? So he's 79. We could put him in a DPS set, which we will soon. Then what level did you get to from that? 72. Nice. Oh, which means we could put guardians on him, I believe. Let's go try to do that. So we want a huntress and a monk on each one. Already got that on our main screen. And all we're leveling into is health. I mean, flash heal's nice too, but it's not as important now. Let's see if we have any that we can use here. So they have to be over 40 on the middle stat. So there's a huntress we can use. Now is there a monk? Yep, and then we have a monk. There we go. We have the 4 guardians running, and this is exactly what you want to do for armor farming. Is 2 summoners with these guardians. Alright, so I'm going to cut to when I start seeing Transcendence, and I'll let you guys know. See you in a minute. About right what I guessed. At wave 15, we saw our first Transcendence pop out of a chest. Where is it? Right there. Okay. We'll put that on for now for the movement speed. And as we're going around looking at armor and stuff, I'm just clicking flash heal and healing these auras. Trying to keep them alive. Oh, wrong button. Let me put repair on 3. There we go. Yep, repair these auras. Hopefully got a little bit of casting rate. Unfortunately, summoners are the slowest. There's another Transcendence. Wow. And we can wear it, so there we go. Alright. Just keep flash healing our stuff. And we got a few chests left. Let's see if we can get any more Transcendence. You're going to see only Transcendence come out of here. Kind of like when you started Dread Dungeon and there's so many mythicals. That's going to start happening here on Survival. It gets crazy. Okay. So maybe I'll stop by at around 20 unless I see like a Supreme or something before then. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, we are back at 20. And I went and popped all the chests and didn't pick them up, and I wanted to show you. So we could turn off all of our defenses with P to make it a little bit easier to see. But we got our first Supreme. We haven't got one yet, but around 20, a chest spawned a Supreme, which is great. That's the next set. On wave 20, we still have 15 more for the quality to increase. This map is insane. I want to show you all the loot we got so far, too. Look at that, 10 Transcendence as well. So we're going to go into our, what's it called? Phase Shift Overlord here with our Summoner. And we could go around and pick up the armor with that, which is great. And again, since we're only using Summoners, no weapons can drop, which means only armor's on the floor, which is huge for our armor farm here. So we're going to want to do that. Let's look at this. Let's look at this Supreme here. It's a DPS Supreme with negative hero damage. It's unfortunate, but it is usable. That's cool. It could be our aura too, but alright, there we go. And another Transcendence. And we have 4 more Transcendence still to pick up. Where else are they? Oh, we got 3 in this door over here. Alright, and then I cleared out my forge before we started this, so we can see how much we've gotten already. Just from the first 20 waves, this is how much Transcendence we have gotten. That's crazy. I'm probably going to look at upgrading my characters just right here. But yeah, I don't think we're going to clear 35, but we're going to push as far as we can. I'll come back and I'll tell you guys what we made it to. So we just finished wave 24, which is when stuff starts getting a little harder. My second summoner died, and I'm having to heal the auras mid-round. So definitely have your summoners in DPS gear at this point. But also, I am max storage, so now I have to sort the crap Transcendence versus the good Transcendence, and we need to start getting rid of Transcendence and try to go for Supreme or higher. So this is kind of the end of Transcendence. I'm going to put my very best suits on all my characters, and I'm going to try to get rid of some of it. I don't want to get rid of all of it, but I'm going to try to get rid of a large chunk of it so I can save my storage and try to move into Supreme or higher. And we have gotten quite a few Supremes now. You can see them as I'm going through my pages. There's quite a few. And we're getting like 30 plus Transcendence a wave. So yeah, at this point you are going to have to run around and use Flash Heal on your auras, or you can manually heal them with the button and Phase Shift Overlord. I just jump around and click Flash Heal and go back to the stack. From here I'm able to heal that aura, but I just jump over and Flash Heal to hit that one. And yeah, we're going to keep pushing and see how far we can go. Alright, so I'm like stopping on every wave here, sorry, but I'm just trying to show you the milestone. So we saw our first ultimate on this wave. We could have probably saw it earlier, but it just dropped here, and we're probably going to see quite a few more in this run. So we got another Supreme here. Ooh, that's a nice Supreme. Nice. And then we got an ultimate over here in this corner. That's what an ultimate looks like. You have to be level 90 to hold it. This is actually a lower ultimate too, but you can see they're rolling like 300 stats and stuff. That could be used for a lot of things. So yeah, hopefully we get a lot more ultimates and we can make a set out of them. To sell my Transcendence, I switched the category to levels, and I just sold the ones that were under 150 levels. It made me about 40 spaces, which hopefully should be enough for this. Hey guys, we're on the final wave of this Infested run. Actually, it hasn't been bad at all. We had our summon wall break once, but we just put our summoner into Transcendence gear, and he has double the health now, and it hasn't been an issue since. But yeah, I've just been flash healing the auras every wave and in the middle of the waves just to keep them alive. And on final wave, we're doing something a little bit different. I brought in all 4 splits because you're going to get the same drops as if you were to do campaign, plus the pets on final wave of the survival. Not all maps do this, but a lot of the end game ones do like this. So having 4 characters in here is going to give me 4 of the pet drops and 4 very good weapon drops. So I brought in my tower booster just to make sure we had the stats. And then I brought in my app towers to upgrade our towers even more. And then the 2 summoners that I'm used to. And we are just wrecking no problem. We've had tower boost drop once so far. I don't think it'll drop again, or maybe towards the end. But it's just been shredding. At the end of this, I'll show you how much Supreme and Ultimates we've seen so far. Quite a few. We haven't saw no high quality ultimates yet, but still just getting ultimates is great. We got a very good pair of boots on our app towers. That's actually the end of our tower boost there. So I'm going to switch to my app towers real quick and show you guys. Look at these crazy boots I got down here. They're a great start. Ultimates, I start naming them just to see how much they have for their sums, so that way it's easier to compare a set. But unfortunately, we don't have any other Supreme or Ultimates on that character yet. Let's turn our tower boost back on. Okay, almost done at this wave. You can see we have a lot of extra stuff on the side here. Ultimate Plus, Ultimate 93. But unfortunately, a lot of them are weapons. This is why we farm armor with summoners only, because the weapons just take over the whole battlefield. Because weapons roll a way higher quality than armor, which is unfortunate. So the 2 summoner is the way to go. Almost done here. Got a little bit less than 100 enemies. They're going pretty quickly. A lot of ogres. Doesn't look like there's anything I even want to pick up at the end of this. There won't be chests since we already got them. Oh yeah, definitely make sure you get the chests every wave. They can spawn the highest loot in the game. You'll see a red piece of armor here if you did it long enough. Last enemies, it's stuck. No, there we go. Okay, so once we see the rewards, we're gonna kill all our splits. There we go. Summoners are gonna get random weapons. Unfortunately, they both got honey sword, which is not probably the only weapon we don't want. But oh my god, we got a red wasp queen. That's pretty crazy. Kind of low levels, and it didn't roll very good, but this is very usable later. That was cool. Okay. We got a blue honey staff, which could have rolled good. I mean, look at those tower stats. 2 500s there. That could have been so much better. Anything else? We got a yellow honey spear. It has damage and ability too, so we're going to keep it. And then these 2 honey swords, but they didn't roll very good. And honey swords just not very good because it doesn't shoot. And all DPS swords you use shoot, unfortunately. But yeah, let's show our quality. There we go. Now we can show all the armor we got. So we got an ultimate chain here. We got ultimate chain there. We got some supreme here. A lot more supreme armor there. Even more supreme armor there. And yeah, that's all the high quality armor we've gotten so far, I guess. So about 2 pages worth. And yeah, we're just gonna keep running this. It takes about I start at round 20 now. I'm gonna go back to round 20 and rerun it again. And it looks like it takes about an hour and a half to do a full run. So this one did start at 20 because I had to end the last one due to having to go to work. But so from round 20 to round 35 it should take you about an hour and a half every run, and you'll get quite a few ultimates. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. In the next video, I should be in full supreme ultimate gear, at least on my app towers. So I'm gonna sit here and do this until I get to that. But yeah, there you guys go. There's an end game armor farm for you. We made it from start of the game all the way to an end game armor farm. I showed you guys all of this. We're gonna keep going, obviously, but yes, once you've made it to this point, this is the infinite loop circle of armor. You can stay here for however long you want to get the highest stats possible. This will roll the best armor in the game. This area right here will. So you can just roll this as many times as you want, infinitely, to get some crazy high stats. So hopefully you guys are having as easy as a playthrough as I'm showcasing. I'm not doing anything off stream that's crazy. Yeah, if you have any questions about this build or you need any help with this Infested, I know it's quite a jump to get to Infested. So if you need any help, just let me know and I'll give you the best tips that I got. If you see me do anything on these videos that you're curious about, definitely drop a comment too, and I'll explain why I did it. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, if you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see some more helpful Dungeon Defenders content like this in the future, make sure to subscribe. I'm going to be here for a few days, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. This is Bikes out.